Hello, guys, and welcome back. And it's great to be here with another apprentice candidate interview. And today, or at the moment, I'm very excited about the next interview because this is a lady that has got many things going on in her life, and she's just operating on so many different levels. So it is with great delight and a huge amount of anticipation for our interview that I'm pleased to introduce you to Jade English.
Hello, how are you doing?
I'm right. Thank you so very much for taking the time for us. And
No worries.
appreciate the fact that actually, you're so busy at the moment, and I know that actually you're just about to dash off to an event you're organising later on today. So thank you so very much for the time.
That's fine.
Now, do you want to, for anyone that's seen the series or who hasn't seen The Apprentice, do you want to explain a bit about what you do outside of the television show?
Okay, so outside the television show, I have got a background in digital marketing and PR. So I basically create campaigns to utilize social media and the digital world to enhance my clients' profiles. Um, Digital's huge nowadays, as we all know. You can't get away from it. So just trying to find innovative campaigns really that will drive forward business and make sure that get sales.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's such a fundamental part of business, I have to say. Certainly, as a business owner myself, I completely appreciate the importance of PR marketing in addition to the sales cycle.
Yeah, so much. So it's crazy, really. We are bombarded with so much information nowadays on the internet. It's really difficult to make sure that your brand does get out there and is a little bit different to everybody else's because everybody is doing so much of the same stuff. In reality, you need to have that edge to make sure that you stand out as a brand.
Absolutely, absolutely, so important. So, tell us what mentoring means to you.
So when I was younger, I think I would have really benefited from having a mentor. I know that many young ladies really do struggle with their confidences. You know what it's like being a teenager. You're not really sure who you are. And I have great people around me, but not necessarily business-minded people. So everything that I've learned, it's been through my own experiences. And of course, you have to make mistakes to get somewhere in the end. But I think if I'd have had a bit more guidance in the first place, perhaps some of those mistakes wouldn't have been as difficult or as hard hitting. So I definitely think it's a great avenue to go down. Like I said, a helping hands just would have been amazing for me as a teenager, and even in my adult life now, it would be great to just have that extra element of support.
Absolutely, absolutely. I fully respect the fact that that as a business owner, you've got so much going on that actually, yes, it's nice to have that someone to turn to.
Definitely, just to bounce ideas around, really. So it's and I think this is the difference between entrepreneurial people and people who aren't necessarily. I like people telling me if they think that my opinion is wrong. I like hearing um, how what I think could be changed, and we can bounce off each other and come up with something that's much better. I think sometimes it's better to have no people around you than yes people all the time.
Absolutely, absolutely. So much. Is there a particular mentor that's influenced your life and your journey along the way?
Um, so I had a teacher at high school actually. So at high school I struggled a little bit, just because I am quite energetic. Sitting in a classroom for hours and hours each day is not my idea of fun really. But I had one teacher called Mrs. Badger, and she really got behind me and realised that I did have potential, but I needed to be taught in a different way. So I think it does take just one person to believe in you, and if they do, it can give you the confidence to go on and do great things.
Absolutely, absolutely. And so, with I'm going to say, with your busy, hectic life, at some point you decided that was the right time to apply for the apprentice and to go and give up weeks and weeks and weeks of your life to go do some filming.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's been an absolutely mental process. I've still not really taken on board what's happened, what's happening. and just going with the flow. And I'm sure I'll wake up in 6 months' time and think, what on earth was going on? But yeah, hopefully it's all worth it in the long run. And there's some really exciting things in the pipeline. So I'm excited to share it with you all. I have my own website, jadeenglish.com. And that just shares a few ideas that I have, which would actually help a lot with the mentoring side as well, because it just talks about how it is a bit of a struggle sometimes to get on in life, and just a few ideas there that I think that I would have really loved to have been able to hear when I was younger and needed a mentor.
Absolutely, absolutely. So you applied for Apprentice and you were very, you were successful. So tell us what you were hoping for from mentoring from Lord Sugar.
So obviously he's a very, very successful man. Having him on board is just phenomenal, because you can get not only contacts but just the expertise of, again, how could I do this, what's the best way to go down this avenue, how can I make sure that I'm actually doing all that I can to make this business grow. I think being around Karen as well, she was so inspirational. It's very tough being a woman sometimes in business, just because you aren't necessarily expected to be as hard-faced, I don't think, as a woman, which is unfortunate, but that's the stereotype that we have. I think if a woman's a bit more bossy, they might get a bit more jip for it than if a guy was being in the same manner. So it was really inspirational to be around Karen and see that, you know what, it's not a bad thing to be a strong woman, and we should absolutely promote it. And that's 100% what I would be doing if I mentored a female as well, because I just feel so strongly about the fact that just because we're women doesn't mean that we can't be strong and powerful and go just as far in business as anybody else.
Absolutely, and that's a really strong, passionate feeling there, though.
Yeah, so much.
Gender equality, is something that we shouldn't be talking about, but we're still having to talk about all the time.
Definitely. I think it's one of the things that I find quite difficult with the gender equality is it's not a matter of the fact that women should be this or men should be this. It just shouldn't even be a thing. We should just naturally be equal. I understand that that's not the way that our society has made it. However, wouldn't it be great if it did?
Absolutely. It's so true. It's so true. And yes, it shouldn't be something
so simple, yet so difficult to achieve, it seems.
Yeah, absolutely. So tell us what you think the future of mentoring is.
Future of mentoring. Ideally, in the perfect world, everyone would have a mentor. I don't see what you wouldn't gain from having someone just to be a bit of a helping hand all the time. Again, we are kind of pushed down a route to think that failing is a bad thing, but it isn't. It teaches you that there's bigger and better things, and failing means that you are trying. And if you had a mentor alongside you to say, hey, you know what, yeah, okay, you did fail, but let's pick you back up and try again, then you know what, like, everyone's going to benefit, and you'll feel like you're giving something back as well. So it's a win-win situation on all parts.
Absolutely. Now, I want to say thank you so very much for your time. It's around now. But remind us how people get in touch with you if they want to find out more about your work.
Okay, so my website is www.jadeenglish.com. There you can find all my social media pages, so you'll be able to find out what I do. I also have a section on my website where I'm going to put in some of my portfolio of work, so you can see what I've done in the past as well. And yeah, hopefully you'll see me around everywhere.
Excellent. Jade, it's been an absolute pleasure. I've thoroughly enjoyed our conversation, and I'm sure there's many, many more to come. So thank you for your time.
No, thank you so much for having me. It's been a pleasure.